SSH is a protocol that allows secure remote access and management of a computer over an encrypted connection. It is commonly used to administer servers, VPS instances, or devices like the Raspberry Pi, and transfer files from anywhere in the world. Many people expose SSH to the internet because it is a simple and direct way to manage remote systems without needing more complex solutions like VPNs. However, this can introduce serious security risks if not properly configured. In this video, I'm using a Raspberry Pi as an example to show how dangerous it can be to leave an SSH service exposed with weak credentials. SSH is a powerful protocol, but if it is misconfigured, outdated, or protected by weak passwords, it becomes a prime target for automated attacks. Today, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to gain remote shell access by brute forcing the password using a word list from the famous SSH repository. You can download it with this command. For this video, I'm working inside a Linux shell on Windows using WSL. If you need a tutorial on how to set up WSL, let me know in the comments. This demonstration is performed in a controlled lab environment using systems I own or have explicit permission to test. Any unauthorized access to systems is illegal. This video is strictly for educational and cybersecurity awareness purposes only. Please use this knowledge responsibly. First, I will show how to do it with Metasploit. Start Metasploit by typing msf console. Then search for the SSH login module. We'll use the module 14. I recommend using the full path instead of just the number, because the number can change depending on your Metasploit version. To see the available options, type this command. Now we need to set the required parameters. Set the username to the one you want to brute force. If you don't know the username, you can also use a word list, but it will be much slower. Then set the password word list and the IP of the target. Make the attack stop when it finds a valid password with this setting. And if you want, you can add this option to see each attempt on screen. When everything is ready, start the attack with run. As you can see, this attack is quite slow, especially with large word lists. That's why I used a custom short word list with only 10 passwords for this demonstration. But remember that a slower attack isn't necessarily a bad thing. The faster the attack runs, the easier it is for the target to detect and block you. In this controlled lab environment, we don't have to worry about that, so we can go faster. But because it's quite slow, we'll now move on to the second method. For this attack, we will use the Ncrack, a powerful tool developed by the same team that created Nmap. To do this attack, run the following command with the username, password word list, and target IP, with the SSH port 22. As you can see, this attack is much faster than Metasploit. It took only 2 minutes to try around 150 passwords. Now let's move on to the last method, which is my preferred one. For the last attack, we will use Hydra, one of the most popular and flexible login crackers. The command structure is similar to Ncrack. We specify the username, the password word list, the protocol, and the target IP. We also add the number of threads to make the attack quicker. I will set it to 10. Be careful with a high number of threads. Too many threads can crash the target server or make it easier for the system to detect and block your IP. If you want to see every attempt Hydra is making in real time, add the option VV. Another very useful option is F, which stops the attack as soon as it finds a correct password. Finally, if you want to make the attack stealthier, you can add a delay between attempts using W, followed by the number of seconds. For example, W2, for a 2-second delay. Once we have the valid credentials, we can connect to the target machine with this simple command. And as you can see by typing this command, confirms we're now inside the Raspberry Pi shell. This concludes the demonstration. As you've seen, leaving SSH exposed with weak passwords makes systems highly vulnerable to brute force attacks. Want to learn how to protect your systems from these threats? Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with what you'd like to see next.